Hey gang, Kevin here again. Oh, that was quick, right? Flip flop, boom. Told you I'd see you on the flip flop. Doesn't take long to flip flop. I don't know. So, anyways, we got a book review. So the book that I'm reviewing is the Screwtape Letters. It's my first C.S. Lewis book. It was one that he wrote, and he was asked to rewrite and add additions to it, and he was hesitant about it. And essentially, it is letters from Uncle Screwtape, affectionate Uncle Screwtape, who is a like administrative demon in hell, and he writes letters to his new, the new one of his nephew, Wormwood, who is a new cadet at corrupting souls, and he talks about. Let me grab my piece of paper I was writing this down on. So the only thing I wrote down was there's about 32 plus a toast that he gives, 32 letters plus a toast, and you only see Wormwood's side, or you don't see what Wormwood wrote back to his uncle. You only see what you only hear what Screwtape writes, right? The letters from Screwtape, and he's constantly giving Screwtape advice. And then, each one is talking about the different trip ups that he's having to create sin or soul enveloping evil, and one of the it's a good listen, right? It gives you a take into the human psyche and how these traps we fall under, where you just get in a monotony and a rut, the mundane of life, and it's very kind of cool that they wrote it down. And he even when there was an excerpt between where he writes the toast, or he wrote the toast and sent it out as part of the Screwtape letters, and the end of the book, and he talks about, and C.S. Lewis actually has a piece where he says that he's been asked for years to write more to Screwtape, and in additions to the story, and he goes, I don't want to. He fought with it for years, because he's like, you couldn't write. He said you'd have to be a better person than I to write the angel's perspective, and he goes, you have to be, and no true human is not without flaw to write such a thing. But we're so flawed that it's easy to write the Screwtape thing. But he had to get in a mindset that tore apart the human psyche in such an evil and malicious way that he just said it was a place he never wanted to go back to. And it's a good piece of literature. I made a note on letter number 11. Make your it says, I wrote, do nothing. The best way to claim. It's the best way to claim. Stare into nothingness. And those are the three things I wrote down. So essentially, he's talking about what he wrote about in that letter was how, like, far more succulent a soul will be than just convincing the soul to kill his wife for adultery, or kill his kill somebody for trespassing, or anything that's unjustified, stealing, committing suicide. Like, far more than convincing people to do heinous acts is to convince them that what they're doing is good, and then take their motivation away to not do anything. So whether it's just humming a song they hate, or just tapping their foot and aimlessly staring into nothingness and losing all thought, and which a lot of us do that, right? You walk around and you pace aimlessly, you know what I mean? And it's like, wow. And that is like the worst. That is the best, in a demon's perspective, that is the best way to claim a soul. It's the most delicious soul, right? That's what he's claiming, and more so than convincing someone to just whatever. And and then he talks about how his clients, Wormwood's clients, are finding God and joining religion, or has a good family support structure, and they're feeding off of one another in a good way. And he talks about the enemy. Screwtape talks about the enemy, and I'm assuming he's referring to like the angels, right? This is demons and angels, right? So it's really good book. I recommend it. It's a good read. C.S. Lewis, I've heard, is a great author, and this is just one of many I hope to have under my belt. So hope you like this review, guys, and we will see you guys on the next time.